Hey, YouTubers. I figured I'd screwed up my last two little thumbnail things, premiere, whatever it is, preview for like a live stream. I screwed it up, but I wanted to come and say what I wanted to say, so whatever. Um, so when I'm talking about bears, if you look in the description, you'll see there's a link to a channel called the Orphaned Wildlife Channel. And I see, and I'm not undermining, I guess, the necessity of things or whatever, donations for different charities. Um, you know, but I think, if you like animals and you're looking for a cause to donate to, you know, um, it's called the Orphan Wildlife Center. And I know a lot of people would think, oh, yeah, bears, they're mean, whatever. Um, but there's a fair that used to come around the eastern states called the Big E, the Eastern States Exposition. And they would have these bears that came from this place called Bear Country. It's up in like the Catskills in New York. And it's run by, this couple called Jim and Susan. And they're elderly and a couple, whatever. Um, but they only do the two shows. And it was, like one of those big six or 18 wheelers, whatever you call them, for the bears. But it was all air conditioned and it had piped in music and everything. And you really have to watch the videos on their channel to understand how much these bears really love these people and other animals. Like there's another video on there about some possums because when people hit possums on the road, they tend to not check to see if maybe there's babies in the pouch. It could be a mother possum and there could be babies in the pouch. So, I guess, I mean, I've seen possums that are really crushed, but then again, there was one just today when I was going up to, not today, yesterday, taking a ride to Sturbridge. There was one on the side of the road. And I think because of some truck, we even like had to, it wasn't a possum that was, I mean, it was already dead, like, but what I'm saying is, like, looking back, it was scary though, because I don't know if you ever saw that movie Duel, but with Dennis Weaver. It was like a movie of the week when I was a kid. And there was this red truck in a, like in real life, not the movie. And it like sped right up behind my friend. Like it wasn't even. And then later, I read that thing on there. I mean, it was really close in the side view mirror where I was looking. And it wasn't that close. Like it sped up. And then it says on the mirror, objects in the rear view mirror are closer than they appear. Thinking to myself, are you kidding me? That guy, that truck was closer than it appeared because it appeared close. And it was like carrying some kind of liquid, probably some kind of explosive liquid. God knows. Ah, I don't know. It was scary. But, uh, but anyway, looking back, my friend had to like kind of veer, off to the side of the road, the embankment there, and there was a dead possum there. And then when I was just watching this video where some lady pulled over when she saw like a dead possum on the side of the road and there was babies in the pouch. So anyway, this wildlife, center for orphan wildlife, they get these baby possums and it's so cute because she has she lets them go, right? Susan, she brings them. I don't even know if it was the same ones because they get like a lot of animals, squirrels, all kinds of. I mean, they just don't get enough help as they need because with them ending the Big E, because of the COVID, like they are a real good, they are good-hearted people, and they're good-hearted organization. There's only the three of them. Like the one girl, she does the administration of things, like the answering the emails or whatever. And even if you're just gonna buy somebody a gift, you could buy like some of their merchandise. I mean, they have mugs, they have things, and I get it. Like a lot of people would be like, think of bears and them showing love to a human as in maybe what they see in the movies or this or that and this or that. But when you go to the Big E and you see, and they had to sell their rig, they had to sell that because of COVID. Because it's they're getting more and more animals. People are giving them more and more animals to nurture back to health and everything. And it's getting hot. It's tough for them. It's really tough. And they only did the two shows, and it was just to help with the feeding costs. Um, so I don't know. My StreamYards aren't a hit. My live stream, I I screwed up too much on them, I guess. I don't know. But I couldn't figure out how to delete like those the things that they came on there. I don't know if people actually listen to the replay of people's live streams, especially if they're just rambling, which I am. But basically, it's not even about having the live stream, but I figured since I paid the money, I'd just do it this way, right? It's about getting out there because I'll see different charitable organizations, I guess you could say, where, you can only like donate to the same, cause so many times before you see that, perhaps maybe that's not, like look, you like animals, like maybe split it up, um, just go and watch some of these videos, like I was saying about the possums, the baby possums, and I know people look at them and they think, initially people think rodents, right? But they're not rodents. They're like North America's only marsupial, which means, carrying the babies in their pouch. And so, first of all, try to be aware if you see any dead possums or if you hit one by accident, at least look and see if there's babies in the pouch. Hey, water off my back, how are you? I'm just rambling about like possums and bears and stuff. Because I was watching a video where like a possum had been hit and there was babies in, in the pouch. And people, I guess, even myself, you don't think about that. Like when you see a possum on the side of the road, there could be babies in the pouch and, live, just laying, I don't know. It was something I didn't think about. And I was watching this Orphaned Wildlife Center and they were helping some baby possums that their mother was dead, but they were alive inside the pouch. Anyway, that's what I was rambling about. How, maybe if anybody is looking to help out the Orphan Wildlife Center, because once you watch their videos, you'll see. I mean, when we used to see them at the fair, because they would come, fair would be there, every year for 3 weeks, the Eastern States Exposition. First, it was just 2 weeks and 3 weeks, but and they are the best. Like first used to be $1, and then they started doing two people for $3, $2 each. But that's still cheap for the biggie. For a fair, it was really a big fair, and everything was expensive. And you could stay as long as you wanted, and he would go in and feed them. And these bears were hugging him. and one of them was this humongous, 9.5 foot, 1,500 pound Kodiak bear named Jimbo, and just loves this guy. And I'm saying I didn't see this on video. I saw this in real life. This bear had all its claws, all its teeth. They love them. They're good people. That's a good charity if anybody's ever thinking about giving money or whatever. So, but I just wanted to say that. And I included the description in my, I'm sorry, I included the link in the description. Well, I mean, I don't, I mean, what do you mean if it's alive still? Most of the time they're dead, but if it was alive, I've never like had a time where I saw an animal hit by the side of the road that was still alive, but I never thought to think that there could be, babies in a pouch of an animal that's dead. Like possums, they're usually, you know, they're dead, but nobody thinks about they could have babies in the pouch. Me neither, included, till I saw that video. And all these baby possums were really cute. And at the place, the Center for Orphaned Wildlife, they released, these like 5 little baby possums into the wild. And then the next day, they were there in this little dog, in this dog house that she has. And then the next day, they were back again. And they're just like these, of course, she rehabilitated them, whatever, but then let them go. They didn't want to go. And we're like, nope. We got our own house here. We got blankets. It's like a little dog house. She was feeding it. They're good people. That was my point. Just in case anybody was curious about a good charity for animals, for helping animals. I also was one time watching a video about blue martins. Or no, what are they? Purple martins. Purple martins. Those birds. It was pretty sad because, it's like one of those cameras, that's just in the nest. Like, I don't think person is there, you know? And the mother had brought back like a dragonfly or something. But the one baby, to feed her baby birds, the purple martins, but the one of them, like, kind of was greedy, I guess, and, tried to get the whole thing in its mouth. And and the bird, and the, like, okay, so the dragonfly was live too. But the baby bird was alive, of course. The dragonfly was stuck in the baby bird's mouth, and the mother couldn't get it out. Nobody could get it out. Not that nobody could get it out. I'm sure if there was a human there, they probably could have. But it was one of those nature cams where there's nobody there, and then afterwards, you watch. That's pretty sad. He died, baby bird. I don't know. I like those rescuing animal ones. Hey, Tropa. What's up? Oh my God, I'm so glad you're here. I know. I was thinking about that boar the other day too, when I was watching the bear channel in Romania there. Because I was waiting for Bigfoot to come out too. Yeah, I'm always looking for Bigfoot, even though I don't really believe in him. But it's so eerie, the bear channel that we watch, Atropa. Like the sounds are eerie, the wind whistling, so like I don't know, kind of scary. I wouldn't want to be in those woods at night at all. I don't think I want to be in any woods at night. You know, not at all. Especially now, because I'd be scaring myself with the whole Bigfoot thing. I was thinking about that, how have a heart attack. Absolutely. Were you listening to my rambling about the bears? Not the ones, that's in the on that channel, but the ones I was talking about at the fair. 'Cause I was just rambling away. Oh, what Mike? Oh, you mean at the? Oh, I thought you meant this one. I was like, oh, okay. Oh, you mean there? Yeah, like you hear the wind. There were three wolves. Really? See, I felt like there was gonna be wolves. It was a couple of days ago. I was watching, and there was like nothing really going on, but I could hear dogs barking. That center is in the Catskills in New York, and they, like I said, they only would do the two shows, the Eastern State Exposition and the Wisconsin Fair, and it was just to help with feeding them. And I mean, I've been bringing my daughter. The Eastern State Exposition is something that's been a tradition for 100 years, and around here, and those fairs have been coming for as long as I can remember. Yeah, right, Water. um, but then when they canceled the fair because of COVID, it really hurt them. That particular, they had to sell their rig, and that's how bad they were. They probably still are hurting for to feed the animals, to feed them. It's about feeding them. I think the bears eat like 90 pounds worth of food a day each one or something. And the thing is that they rehabilitate like this one particular everything. They'll take squirrels, um, any animal at all. They will get the surgery done for it. They get surgery on a squirrel for its leg. Most people wouldn't do that, you know. But they need like a shelter for the flying squirrels, which I know are around, but not around here. I didn't think so. But New York is not that far away from me, so you know, I don't know about flying squirrels. I mean, they're cute and everything. That would really freak me out. To have one like flew at me. But the bottom line is, they did end up getting it, the shelter, but they do need help with costs and not mostly feeding them. Yeah. But there's this one bear that got hit by a car. His name is Frankie, and he was like a wild bear and a wild juvenile bear, black bear. And so he got hit by a car, and the people who hit him called the police, and the police. Oh, you do? You have something there to help wild animals? Yeah. Yeah, these people, like, the car hit this bear, a juvenile bear, and it was paralyzed from the neck down, and the cop didn't shoot it, like most people probably would, like, to put it out of its misery, I guess, right? But he called the vet, and the vet, said it would need constant, like, physical rehab, physical therapy. Working his arms and his legs again and all that. So they made up a hospital bed for him. They would put his medication inside jelly donuts and stuff. There was a whole story about him. They brought him to the fair. He was there, and they hugged this guy and his wife. I mean, they love, love those people. The animals do. They won't go. They said they tried to release Frankie back to the wild because he was a wild bear. And at first they were scared, because they didn't know how, he was going to react to them. But they said he looked like he was smiling. He looked like he was relieved to have somebody help him. And then after that, he didn't want to go. So just like those possums I was saying, and we could choose what we could be. What would you choose? I think I would choose to be a hawk. Now, I love crows, but there's like open season on crows, even though they're the smartest animals. But I think hawks are pretty regal looking. Yeah, I don't know, I would say a bird, or some kind of a bird. I think they're the most independent animals, really. Not a turkey, though. I don't want to be a turkey. I'd want to be a bird that could fly. Definitely a bird that could fly. Not a penguin. Absolutely not a penguin. I'd be angry if I came back as a penguin. And it's freezing all the time and shit. Mm-mm. Just walking. That's all they really do, right? Except when those ones where they go and they go in the ocean and I can't. Is it the what? I think it's the one, like the female penguin that goes and eats all that fish. So when they come out of the water, they're like, 3 times their regular size. No, not a dodo bird. Ha ha ha. Cuckoo bird. Some kind of a cat. I guess, but it would have to be a house cat. Definitely a house cat. And not a mouser. Yeah, but I wouldn't like that. I feel like cats are dependent on you know, like human beings to live a good life. And if you're a big cat, then you're doomed. They're gonna hunt you down. I read a story about this mountain lion that walked from South Dakota to Milford, Connecticut, 1,800 miles just to get hit by a car. And then I was reading, a couple of times where, because those male cougars and mountain lions, the female stays in like its territory, but the male just walks. Yeah, shark wouldn't be bad. And besides, they didn't make shark fin soup out of you. Saw one of those documentaries. That's what resynthesize it. I saw a documentary one time. You had to put your cat into fridge. Oh, why? What happened to him, Atropa? Like, that's sad, and that's young, too. Tough to do that. That means you have to get another one, though. There's probably a shark, not a shark. There's probably a shark out there that needs you. I almost said. Here's my pet shark. I don't want that. Yeah, this show about the shark fin soup. They would cut the fin right off the shark and just drop it into the. I've heard of that. Cats get a lot of stuff wrong with their kidneys. And then they start going everywhere around the house and stuff. Oh, that's freaking not. I don't even know if you guys can hear that. That was an alarm. It sounds like Don't even listen to me. Don't even. My cats are young still, but I did have to put down a cat that was 18 years old. I thought she was gonna live forever, though. She's full of piss and vinegar. She really was. Are you gonna get another cat then, Atropa? Heard what? What did you hear? Yeah, they do. Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. They become family. I mean, that's what I said too. Oh, the alarm? I know, it sounded like a vibrator, but it wasn't. But it was vibrating. You know what I'm saying? Huh. Freaked me out. And then I was like, oh my God, that sounds like, yeah. Anyhow. Anywho. Crazy. So as I haven't even seen any bears on the, it did, didn't it? So embarrassing. Crazy. Hmm. Yeah, she for 18 years. Yeah, my cat definitely became part of the family with me and my daughter and everything. Yeah, I hope I shut it off for good and just press like snooze. See, you hear that? That was a motorcycle. There's like all kinds of noises around me, huh? My cat's bugging the crap out of me. What's the weather like there? Have you been magnet fishing lately? I still want to do that, magnet fishing. That's probably like the next best thing to metal detecting, right? Although metal detecting might not even be as fun as magnet fishing because everybody has, you know, 18 you mean to pass away at, right? Like, yeah. I could have thought she would have stuck around till at least 21 myself. But, yeah, yesterday was 70 degrees from here. And I haven't gone out today. Not yet, anyway. I don't really feel like it. I'm lazy. Lazy, lazy. Have you ever found anything with your metal detector? And, like, where do you usually go? I mean, where you are, there's probably, a lot more ancient history than where I am. You know? Like, I feel like, you know, I'm thinking where you're from has, like in Europe, obviously they have like older historical places, but everywhere's been dug, right? Digging up everything. That's why I think that magnet fishing would be cool. That'd be fun to go like somewhere like the Great Lakes or something, magnet fishing. I don't know. Have you been lately? Don't you live in the Netherlands or something? Holland, Amsterdam, smoking weed, eating weed brownies. No, something like it. Growing tulips. That was silly. Early for me. So anyway, I don't even know if Atropa is still here or not, or if I'm like moving slow, or if I'm on a behind kind of thing here. Oh, there's a few transfers to chat. Oh, see, am I going too fast? Also, just a few times there is a chapel in the woods, and over the years it got damaged, and so I think they found Wally Ron thing with curls from it. What's Wally Ron? You're going too fast, haha. What's with Holland? Stereotype things. I don't know, aren't you from Holland? Or Netherlands? I thought you said that's where you were from. Holland. No, I like Holland. I'd like to go to Holland. I'd like to go to Amsterdam, but I'm not sure if I would anymore. I think years ago I would have. Are you from Holland? I think that would be a nice place to go. I'm not sure about Transylvania. I'd want to go. Yeah, see, like you live in a place that's like nice and clean and fresh, and the air is nice. That's what I picture it as. Anyway, it's just, with history, filled with history and beautiful buildings and architecture. That'd be a great place to go. Hi, Beth. How are you? Mm, about what? See, I forgot what I said. I must be student. As you said about what? And I don't know what. Hi, spoiled brat. In Holland, or Holland is the city, or is Holland the country? Or no, the Netherlands. No, wait. You tell me. Yeah, I would think there is a lot of nature. Um, is this a panel? No, I'm just like just yapping away. you know? Yeah, it looks like there's a lot of nature, like there in Romania. That looks nice, but like you said that there was 3 wolves, right? Did they do anything? Did they hang around on the live stream? Because I don't know, it looks eerie out there. I think I've seen wolves before on that live stream. Well, I don't know, you spoiled brat. Like, do I know you, or are you somebody like it's not that. It's just that you never know, like if you're gonna let somebody on your live stream and then I oh, the wolves just stayed on for a few minutes. I'm so lost. But they did stay on the screen, yeah. Yeah, wolves are something else. I would imagine they're pretty big around there too. Well, I'm just saying because I'm like new at the whole live streaming thing, and if you like came to a couple of my live streams and I knew you, got to know you and who you were, it'd be different than just what I mean. But I'm gonna call you SD or spoiled or brat or spoiled brat. I'm rambling. So what's the best thing you ever found magnet fishing at Tropa? You said you had found a safe, but since then, have you gone again? I remember you were waiting on some super powerful magnet. I don't know if I'm going too fast. You know what I mean? Like last time, I said I was going too fast. And I don't know if it's like on a lag or something. Yeah, on here before, Barbara, I like having people up on the panel. I mean, but because it's hard because when I'm talking, I'm like basically there's just me talking. I'm reading what you're saying, you guys are saying, but you know, I kind of sound like a lunatic to myself because I'm just talking to myself. Oh, some of the stuff you pulled up, magnet fishing. Yeah, yeah, I would think that would suck. Cleaning it up. What do you gotta do? Get like SOS pads or something, and but can you soak it in like vinegar? No, probably not. I'd probably eat it away and dissolve it, right? That would be pretty cool though to find. I used to go with my mother, um, looking for old coins because back in World War II, you're funny. Yeah, back in World, I was like, I get sometimes a bit, but my mother, yeah, I would think you would have to watch it with vinegar. Some stuff you can clean with vinegar. My mother used to, but some stuff you don't even want to clean. Want to keep it just the way it is. They say when you clean it, you ruin it. You know, if you restore something, I've seen that a lot on Antique Roadshow. People will restore something and then um, they screw up whatever they got there. I hate it when you see something. Well, actually, like I've seen something on Antique Roadshow that I had, but you don't have it anymore, and then you see like how much it was worth. Two things, as a matter of fact. One of them was a Jimi Hendrix album, and when I lived in England, I ended up with this Jimi Hendrix album that was "Are You Experienced?" studio copy only, not for public release. And I mean, I really think probably that was like one of the only copies of it because it was worth thousands of dollars. And I had traded it because I didn't like Jimi Hendrix. I traded it for Van Halen Diver Down album in England because I wanted to hear more of, what I was used to from America. Damn straight they did. They took that album. Those people, if they still have it, I can't even believe I was that lax either, man. Because usually I'm pretty good with shit like that, like antiques and stuff, knowing, what not to. Not that I have any antiques, but I don't even go tax dealing either. I should. I like tax dealing. My mother used to go tax dealing. She was good at it. But she used to complain, that a lot of the shows were starting to kind of tip people off about what was valuable and stuff. So she wasn't finding as many treasures, I guess you should say, at tax sales. It wasn't as fun for her anymore. I do remember her one time though, like she was at a tag sale, and there was two pictures, like sketches, kind of. They were signed by Wallace Nutting, and she bought them, I think, for $20, $10 each, and they sold for $250 each because they were real. She was good at that. I used to do flea markets and shit with her. It was fun. I imagine, isn't like the Netherlands, isn't that like somewhere near Anne Frank's house in Holland or something? Or isn't it Anne Frank house around there? I thought I heard that there was an Anne Frank house around there. It's a lot of history. Yeah, antiquing, I do too. Have you ever been in Tropa? Anne Frank wasn't a hoax. Anne Frank hoax. What do you mean by that, though? Elaborate. I'm not being mean. I'm not being funny. I want to hear, like, what your theory is there. You know? Like, what do you think? That she didn't die? Or that they made it out? Or, you know? Now, was that the one where they got caught in the end? Like, the secret annex base? You know what I'm talking about? It's pretty sad, I mean, when you look at made up the Anne Frank story. I don't know that they made up the Anne Frank. I mean, there's pictures of the girl and stuff like that. Hey, Minnie, how are you? Yeah, I wouldn't think somebody made it up, but they might have, uh, elaborated maybe. I feel like it's sad that, freaking they almost make it all the way to the end of, and then they love it. Yeah, I mean, I'm good, Minnie. I'm really good. How are you? How's the duck? Yeah, I don't think it's made up. I feel like, it's sad that they all made it almost to the end. And then because they knew they were, like the Germans knew that it was, doing whatever, they just started pushing them through. It's pretty sad. Pretty sad. But I do wonder how they knew, like, to identify people, you know? Like, there could be possibilities of mistaken identity. But yeah, I always hope, like, that she made it through. It would be nice if she did. Hi, Lee. How are you? Oh, and his hand, big friend. Yeah, I'm trying to flip through them all. Um, well, I bet you are still sad about your cat. That's why you should get a new one. Because there's probably a cat out there that really needs you. Hi, Lee and Beth. I don't know, propaganda. I don't know about propaganda. I don't think is that propaganda. Like, propaganda for what? You know? Yeah, I think I told her she should get another cat, maybe two. Maybe two. But you don't know. You could end up looking at one that's got a brother or sister, and you might like it. You worked with the Franks or the house, Dan Frank's house. Well, I mean, there is there's anything hiding behind any corner. You know what I mean? Well, you find a kitten, then you should definitely keep it. I almost kept the coyote once. Not that I let it in the car or anything. I'm just saying that it's fortunate that I didn't let the coyote in the car because I didn't know what a coyote looked like. I thought it was a stray dog. And at around that time, I was kind of like, hey, if I see a stray dog, I'm going to keep it. I mean, he was just walking across the street. You know, he looked well behaved. He was staying in the lines. I thought it was a German Shepherd. I was thinking that you should definitely get a kitten. That's what usually happens, though, because there's so many animals that they need homes. Ah, she has three beautiful kittens, all with your name on them. What's Dash Riprock? I can't get any more kittens. I saw one the other day, though. My friend got one, like a Siamese. But, you know, she said, oh, there's one more left. But I'm like, no way. I have two cats and a dog right now. That's enough. It's actually too much, you know? Too much. Like, I'm tired. Like, annoying that I'm that tired, too. Bothers me. I'm used to be able, you know, like, I don't know. I'm used to having more energy, you know? Sucks. I hope it's not like a permanent, long term, lasting thing. Being tired, you know? That dog you had on Dash from Flintstone. I had a dog from Dino. What's on? Oh, on Dash? Wait a minute. I had a dog from Flintstone. I had a dog from Flintstone. I hope it does come back because it's alright. And Thursday is my last chemo treatment, and then I go into, you know, got to talk to the surgeon and assess what's going on and everything. But I don't know, I just think about shit and I hope things aren't permanent, lasting effects, you know? Like my sense of taste and the numbness. Like I have neuropathy. Is that a neuropathy where you can't feel your hands and your feet? And doctor says that's from the chemo, but I just, how you hope. Bye, Atropa. I'm so glad that you stopped in. Please come back. Hmm. I'm just rambling anyway. I'm probably soon to be getting off here too. Got a lot on my mind, kind of. But I kind of like the live streams because I get to talk a little bit and maybe not a little bit. Maybe I talk too much. But I like it better than making videos and just pointing at my cat. Yeah, the numbness in my feet. I'm just hoping that they don't, it doesn't stay like that. Love you too, Atropa. Especially the sense of taste too. Oh, yeah, even especially the numbness. Everything. Everything. I just wanna, be back to normal. You know? Go back to normal. Whatever normal is. So everybody got anything or anybody got anything good planned for today? Oh, what the heck was that? I was gonna say to you about Michigan. Yeah, I can't remember, but it was really interesting. And it had something to do with the Upper Peninsula. All right, finish up your drop ceiling. I'm probably gonna end this live stream anyway. I'm gonna do a couple of things. So enjoy your day, everybody, and peace, love, and tacos. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye.